I'm Simay Dinc. I just came from Istanbul, Turkey for this amazing event. I'm a co-producer, a co-founder of Recontact Digital Arts and founder of Women in Games Turkey, board member of Oyundert, this is a Turkish game association, and co-founder of Kıraathane. I'm a person that tries to bring entrepreneurship, social innovation, arts, culture into the world of game, but usually nobody understands. But thank you, Oscar, that you understand me and invite me here to talk about indie strategies about Recontact Istanbul. So let's go to... Before, like 5 years ago, I was a film producer and who is really passionate about the gaming industry, but we don't know how we enter in it. So I was working with my brother about in the gaming industry. That's what we did, what we get award, what we got, and after that, my aha moment was in New York. It was the first time I visited the MoMA, Museum of the Modern Arts. Have you ever visited the MoMA? Okay. Like 2013, the MoMA just launched the exhibition about the video games. And I would like to take your attention from this blue woman to the bag shop. There is a shopping bag. It says the MoMA, and yeah, in the MoMA 2013, it's just launched the exhibition about the video games, and they just exhibit Pac-Man, Tetris, Another World, many games, and it's really inspiring us. But the art critics thought that how dare you can exhibit Picasso and Pac-Man side by side. And the Paola Antonelli, she was the creator of the MoMA, said that it's not side by side. Picasso at like 3rd floor and Pac-Man at the 5th floor. And please watch her TEDx video, and it's just super fun and it's really inspiring. And also it says that like 20th centuries, like artist Picasso has canvas and paintbrush, and now we have like PCs, laptops, iPads, mobile phones, everything we can create. So when we were in the film industry and when we were in the movie industry, when we look at the numbers, the digital game sector, it has been like 110 billion US dollars of amount revenue, and this is 3 times as large as cinema industry. Cinema just can create like $35 billion per year. And also video games are considered as a technology and economic object, but also the cultural one. So the gaming is the cultural and art industry of 21st century. We really believe that it's in the game developers, game producers, game designers. So after I came back to Turkey from the MoMA, and I talked with my brother, I said, let's shift to the mobile game. But we don't know how to do it because we don't know anything about animation, but we know that about video art and cinema. We said that, okay, let's try to make an integration about video art and mobile game. We were just focusing on the making a playable arts. And this is our first game. Have you ever tried Recontact Istanbul mobile series? Okay, there's a nice potential in here. If I do good my job, maybe after that session you would like to try the Recontact series. So, of course, I couldn't do it by myself. This is my brother. Also, in Turkey, they call us giant siblings. I'm 6'2", he's 6'4", so our lovely developer, John Aksoy, and we start to do the mobile games. So, after we launched the Recontact Istanbul in iOS, Recontact Istanbul selected the editor's choices. This time, in our first game, we just focusing on the iOS. We didn't launch in the Android because at that time we think that the design, the art side, the iOS users are more focusing on the art side, so we just focus on the iOS. So after that, they put us in many categories. They featured us like games and art category, which is very important for us. And also, they featured us 153 countries. So after that, we were a leader in Turkey, in Turkish iOS App Store. And they chose us the best game in Turkey. So we already reached 60 million people on App Store, but one of the main thing is, one of the important thing is, Peru Museum reached us and they showed us into the museum, and there was an amazing gaming experience with the gamers. There was a unique way to meet gamers into the museum, so it's just an unbelievable, unforgettable day for us. So yeah, it's just happened like that, and people are really happy about that. And after we launched it, the Turkish media was really interested about game. Also the international media, the China, Russia, Italy, the game critics, they just make our game the review. After that, we are awarded by Los Angeles New Media Film Festival as a best app. So it really gives power. So we think that why we are not trying to do world's first cinematographic mobile game. We started with 3 people, and now we are just shifted to 30 people. Now we are just focusing on as you know, we are not using animation. So in this time we use just actors, actresses, real places, and the story about that, it's just not just the cutscenes, it's the interactive mobile cinema, we say that. It's a unique game design, and it's offer a brand new interactive cinema experience. If you try it, please just, if you download our game, please send a recommendation for us. I'm really curious about what you think about that. So this is the narratology meets ludology. So this is Ahmet Ümit, and he's one of the most important writer and Turkish detective fiction. He's best known for his crime novels. And we would like to do the best narratological game, so we reached Ahmet Ümit, and in the first time he didn't respond us. Every day, in 30 days, I called him, I sent him a message. Please we would like to work with you, please just listen us, just give one meeting. So after the one meeting, after 30 days, he just really loved our game and he wants to be part of it. So he just really added value. So it's happened, and narratology meets ludology in our game. And the game designer, my brother, Eray Dinc, inspired by 50 million security cameras, and it's about all being watched. So it's like a big brother. It's about the fundamental of the game. It's an interactive the Recontact is an interactive cyber security organization, and they have a capacity and technology to manipulate all the security cameras in the world. And after the footage, and Aras, which serve as a Istanbul branch of the organization, can prepare blackmail videos, and it's just continue like that. And our next project will be Recontact London, and the other project will be Recontact Tokyo. It's all about the cybersecurity team Recontact, and it's a worldwide cyber crime. They make a worldwide cyber crimes. So when we look at the cinema and mobile game integration, we have just some problems because the data size it's about all videos. You can imagine the first when we just finished our game, it was like 2 gigabytes, but we squeezed it to do like 500 megabytes. The first time we used native, but the second time our game developer worked in the Unity. But Unity just causes some crashes, unfortunately. We use Leica cameras to shoot it. It's just shoot it like a long movie, and then we add game dynamics into that. So we just, when we try to our test flight, when we make the test flights, everything looks great, everything looks okay. We didn't have too much issue with the test flights. And it's a transformation of hidden object puzzle game. There are suspicious person at the security cameras. You're a detective in our game, and you are questioning the suspicious person and searching the files like as a detective. And this time we used premium monetization model. In our first time we used the premium model. We didn't show any ads into the first one, but this one, it was a freemium, and it was it's in iOS and Android. And we said that before we launched the game, just make a sponsorship agreement with one of the world famous technological company, and we reached to Vestel, the Turkish, very famous Turkish tech company, and also Samsung. Samsung and Vestel said yes at the same time. They came with a very big agreement. But off the record, the Apple editor told us if we work with Samsung, they are not going to feature us. So we have to reject the Samsung and choose and work with the Vestel. We are really happy about that, actually. So we use the Vestel's phone, the headsets, the many tech products, and also we use virtual product placement, and we just edit rewarded ads and in-app purchases. So you can see here some product placement on the security cameras. You can see the frames. This is the real frames on the street. So we added the Vestel's products on it. So also in-app purchases side, we are selling Sixth Sense. Do you remember the film Sixth Sense? I can see that people. You remember? Yeah. You're a detective in our game, so you need a sixth sense to continue to concentrate about the suspicious people. So we are selling the sixth sense package. We have a sixth sense packages, so we are making money about that. Also, maybe you know that, but I would like to give a hint about in the gaming industry. When you use a face in your icons, it's just like it takes more attention. It takes 30% more attention from the other mobile games. So we use the Fikret Kuşkan. He is one of the most popular Turkish actor in Turkey. So we used his face into our game, and we made red carpet ceremony. It was the first time the mobile game making a red carpet with the actors and actresses. The many people works with us. Like the music was original, the designs are original. We started with 3 people, but 30 people work with us. We outsource it, and the first day we featured in iOS, and it took 2 weeks. It was really, we had a really good response about that. And Apple, before the pre-launch, Apple editors asked to make a video about our team, but they want to see our indie team. So I would like to mention that we are not drunk in this video. They just want a fun video, so we just try to make a fun video, just a little bit, right? Okay, just see. I'm the producer of Recontact Istanbul. Thank you for choosing us the best mobile game of Turkey 2 years ago. And now we are so excited because our new game is coming.
This is the first cinematographic mobile game in the world. This is not just the mobile game included video. This is totally new experience of interactive movies.
Hi, I'm the developer of Recontact Istanbul. I'm using Dinc technologies for iOS.
Fikret Kuşkan is one of the famous actor in Turkey.
Wait for 26th October. We are gonna be just in iOS in the 26th of October diyebiliriz. Yani iOS.
Değil zaten değil.
Yeah, I'm sending their regards to you. Maybe next time Turkish Airlines will sponsor us, and they will be here. They will be here for next time. And there are some, maybe you remember, maybe you just checked some of the other cinematographic mobile games like Late Shift, the others. Like there are some cinematography mobile games. It happened after us, but Apple says that we are the world's first cinematographic mobile games because of the game dynamics, game mechanics. So, and what I'm gonna say, the last one, I'm sorry, I'm jet lagged. I wake up at 2 a.m. in the morning. I hope I can just make you aware of the new way of the integration of cinema and mobile game. Do you have any questions to me? If you don't have any questions right now, you can send me an email to me or to my little giant brother, Eray.
So any questions? There's a question here. Just come on.
Sorry I came late, so I'm not sure if you mentioned this already, but is this locally in Istanbul only, or is it going to be released internationally? And how are you going to market this internationally? Is there a different approach?
Yes, this is a wonderful question. Thank you very much. And yes, the next one will be Recontact London, and the other one Recontact Tokyo. The scenarios are ready right now. But in London, we will work with the English actors and English actresses, and we will work with the English brands. So in every countries we will work with that. We will localize it.
So just to check, so you're saying is the Istanbul game available only in the Turkish market, or is it available
it's
globally?
It's
global.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So it is globally available already.
What's the third one? You mentioned London and
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. Any other questions? Oh, no, I'm going to ask one because I think, what's the challenges, do you think, in terms of, obviously you've got a film shoot you're going to have to coordinate.
Yeah.
You've got to presumably have a certain number of variations of that film shoot to be able to deal with any kind of gameplay elements that require, reveals. Mm-hmm. I mean, how challenging is it? I mean, what part of the process are you doing the film shoot? Is it
because
long after game design?
It's not a challenge for us. I'm a film producer and my brother is a film director, so it's just really, this is a nice way to shoot us, but the hardest way to add the mobile dynamics into it.
Exactly.
So it takes time to, working with the Unity, it takes quite time, and it has some issues about that.
But do you do that after you've done core game mechanics?
Yes.
Or do you do so which comes first? Is it the shooting the film, or is it the game mechanics?
First design how it's a freemium model or premium model, then we are shooting the movie, then adding the game dynamics.
Gotcha. So it's that way around. So if you end up finding you haven't got all of the footage you'd like because the game mechanics say, oh, hang on, I need to do this, does that mean you have to go reshoot?
Oh, we did it for Vestel, yes.
Okay.
For the brands, for the sponsorship.
So you had to go back because of the brands to do extra footage. I'm genuinely fascinated by this because having just left Unity, one of the areas I think is really interesting is the use of real-time game engine in film production, but also my wonder, which is, could we have a common shared pipeline for, say, TV shows or films that are also being made as games, whether it's mobile or Steam or whatever. And my gut feeling is the more we can learn from filmmaking and applying that within game making, we could actually have really genuinely cross-media experiences that could potentially even be cheaper to make because you've got one art pipeline being used on multiple medias. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's where I'm thinking. Anyone got any thoughts or comments? What's that, sorry? Did you? No worries. On that, one more.
Really distinct marketing approach, like you've already adopted or you are going to adopt?
In the marketing approach, in the next movie, in the next game, or in this game?
In this game or next game?
Both, if you have anything in your mind. I'm really
Now
curious.
in Turkey, we just make a marketing strategy in Turkey, but we are now searching publishers for China and Russia and the US market. So we are now talking with also influencers and publishers right now. We haven't decided yet. But very soon, because almost 3 years ago, when you launched the game 6 months ago, it's just that. If it's 6 months ago, you just launch your game, it's quite old and it's finished. Everything should be finished. But now it's just it's a new baby for us.
Cool. And unless there's anything else, I'll say thank you very much.
Thank you very much for listening to me.